Hello, chat. We're back with another one. It is again midnight. Once again, that's always how it's gonna go. I'm gonna forget, and then it's gonna be midnight, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I forgot that." I'm gonna be folding socks in my really, really weird way that I fold them. I'm gonna show you how I fold my socks. I don't know why. That's just how I do it. So take your flat sock, and then flatten it the other way, because you can flatten it like horizontally or vertically. Do it vertically, so that it's flat like this. Then, your little heel part, fold that little piece down, and then you fold the bottom part up about a third of the way, and then just fold it in on itself again. So you get this neat little thing right there. Do the same thing to your other one. I've been folding my socks like this. Originally this started out as a way to fold my socks when I was living with an ex of mine because we didn't have enough space. So having all of my socks balled up, didn't work as much. So I had to find a way to fold them into, once you have two of them, the part that you put your foot into, stack both of those together. So then you get a nice little package where you can see the little pattern on your sock. And I stack all of them in, I put them in the drawer like this. So you can see all of the patterns of the sock and also, conserve space. So this is, the nicest way that I fold my socks. When I do my laundry, I just have a bunch of squares of socks. Am I neurodivergent? I don't know. Take it up with my psychologist. So, anyways, what I was going to talk about today is how I'm always right. And I know that that sounds narcissistic to say, but is it narcissism if it's true? I don't think so. I feel like I'm just right. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that I do get wrong sometimes, to be fair. I think that it's wise to say that I'm not always right. But when I feel convicted about something, like something is going to, turn out, or not maybe turn out a certain way, but, I guess turn out a certain way. Like, I'm just always right. I'm just always right. I just always get it right. I had a falling out with a friend recently, and, really hurtful. It would actually sucked a lot. But after that falling out with, it was my best friend. But after that falling out with that friend, I was like, you know what? They're just going through their own rough time right now, honestly. They're just gonna have to live by themselves for a little bit, and then when they're feeling better about their mental health, then we'll go back to being friends. And guess what happened? I ended up talking to them, and afterwards they're like, yeah, I was just having a really bad time mentally. It honestly wasn't anything personal. And I'm like, I knew it. And now we're back to being friends again. So, is it narcissistic? If it's true, I have no idea. I don't know why that's the case. I think what it is that I'm just really good at reading people, and I'm really good at, it's mostly having to do with what people will do. I'm not good at, predicting the future on, things that will happen. I'm just a really good trend predictor. I know people's patterns and I know people's tendencies, and I, can recognize it in people, and I kind of have a tendency to just know when people will do something. Again, I think it's partly the psychology major in me, of, just being able to read people, but also, I just have a very logic-based brain, in the way of, if this person felt a different way, they probably would have responded in a different way. So it's probably safe to say that they feel this way about this certain thing. Even if people may not be consciously aware that they're feeling that, I'm really good at telling you when people are, feeling a certain way about something. I don't know. I'm really good at reading people, and it's really easy to do it, honestly, because it's mostly just, body language is not hard to read at all, in my opinion. I'm done with my socks now. Like if you've got someone who's like doing this and is just like they do not want to be there. But if you've got someone who's like open and like their shoulders are down, even in the smallest of ways, like I met one of my friend's roommates today, and he was picking at his face, and I could tell because I do it, and your like skin gets a little bit red. But usually, people who also pick at their face usually also have like ADHD or anxiety. Like I don't know why that's a thing, but that's just a thing. Like if you weren't anxious, you wouldn't pick at it. Like they just go hand in hand. Sorry. Shoot me now for 6-7 jokes. I hate them. I hate 6-7 jokes, honestly. I don't actually know what the meme stands for. I just know that people make references, and I love a good inside joke, and 6-7 is just an inside joke. So, like, but, like, anyways, reading people. I don't know. It's. There is always a reason why people do things, and people may not be consciously aware of. I feel like body behavior and body language in general is something that people cannot control. Like, even my own body language, I'm not very good at reading it either. I also don't really pay attention to it all that much. But, like, when I'm sure that I have a lot of body language that gives me away to people who know how to read that kind of thing. But, like, if you I'm just so good at reading body language. I know when people like me. I know when they trust me. I know when they don't trust me. I know when they don't like me and don't want to be in the room with me. Like, it's so easy to tell how people feel about you from just body language and just like how they react and how they talk about certain things having to do with you. Like, it's not hard. So, I'm just really good at predicting people's behavior and predicting people's like tendencies, I guess. And it always means that I'm right for some reason. I don't know, I'm just weirdly always right about certain things. Like, to be fair, there is one major instance in which I have been wrong, which was Evil Crazy X, who I thought, I just thought the best of them, I think. I think I just thought that, like, who they I'm also just really good at reading people who they are internally. And honestly, I think my crazy ex is a little bit narcissistic, but like I think that because I could read them like on the inside who they fully were, they really didn't like that and they went so far in the other direction that it was very surprising actually. Like it did kind of catch me off guard a little bit because I was like, "Whoa, I didn't think you would be that crazy, but you are that crazy." I feel like that's just how crazy people are in general, is you don't understand that they're crazy until they do something genuinely insane and you're like, "Whoa, I wasn't expecting that at all. Why did you do that? That's a stupid thing to do." I don't know, it's just like that. Anyways, um currently I'm not going to tell the viewer what I'm predicting, but I'm predicting something currently. And I think I'm going to be right about it because I usually am. But I've been right about it with my friends before. I'm sort of right about it with my evil ex. There was a lot of things I did predict that were correct, just not the like very very crazy ones. But like if my roommate's upset with me, I know that like immediately. It is so obvious. People aren't very good at hiding that. There are certain people who just like I think that they like to think that they don't wear their heart on the sleeve, but they totally wear their heart on their sleeve, and I can read that shit. It's not hard. But, anyways, I hope you enjoyed my yapping about, why I think I'm always right about people's behavior. It's mostly just because I'm really good at reading it. It's pretty much just it. Um, and thank you for watching me, fold my socks. I hope you learned something about cool socks and about body language. Honestly, most of the logic of body language is mostly both of a. Body language is very easy because certain things equate to certain, like, certain characteristics of body language equate to certain emotions, and that's very easy. However, it's words. Words catch me up sometimes. Like, what people say and what they mean behind that. Most of that is actually if they felt angry about this situation, they probably would have responded in a different way. So it's safe to assume that they aren't angry. Like it's mostly process of elimination. It's like, well, they aren't angry, they're not happy, like, but they're not sad either. So it's probably just upset. Like that can be a thing. Like you can be angry, but like not sad, but like upset. Like I don't know, dysregulated. Car alarm going off. But process of elimination, baby. Uh, Tell me if you notice any body language. I don't know. I'm trying to get more engagement. I know nobody's like really watching these all that much, but like, meh. Uh, Good night to the world, I guess. Have a great night.